everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Bears going up against the Saints. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, the streets of the nearby French Quarter are alive as we are in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Watch it now, Marty. Let's go. Go. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. First down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start.
Watch right, you got right.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the 1st down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
They're going to look to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Ebron caught left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On play action, they'll throw. surveying the field. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is.
Now let's go.
Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right numbers.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Vaughn Alexander is one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
No, check, Patriot.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. He'll take this deep in his own territory. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And, wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It's a gain of 20 that time, and it'll be first down Bears.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Here we go. 56. 319. Over.
First and goal here from the 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the early lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go play action here on first down. Finding time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Left. Watch left. Hey, they scared.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Fielded at about the 28. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. Green.
Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll go on the ground. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
No. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watch 85, ball's going 85, watch 85.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Saints are going to get a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to it.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Another loss, another day. Tight left. 4 down.
They come out here in the eye. They'll drop to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Set. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Give him 11 on the gain there, and the Bears are going to get a first.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Left. In your face.
All right, here we go. Leopard. No. Check. Patriots. All right, here we go. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
Another pistol look
All right,
here.
now, lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Gun! No, check, Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Over!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell me before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now let's go! Blue, Landy!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Let's go!
They go play action here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Leopard! Detroit!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They come up in an offset eye. Now it's the backup Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime.
Double tight. 3 down.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Detroit!
Switch!
Gun! Hurry up. 319. 319.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt, and the Bears take over. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
That's the 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets it to Strong. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 11 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the completion to Strong. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Fresh set of downs here.
No. Check. Patriots.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That is incomplete.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now. Check 26. No. Check. Patriots.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Watch it now, Barney. Green, 39. Let's go.
From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now, that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
Tight right, tight right.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
Hey, 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
53's the mic. 53. Check.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. 3-19. Detroit.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Their big tight end taking it in. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Patriot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Watch number 5. We got chips over here.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Easy.
They come up in an offset eye.
Let me go. Easy. 52. Ready. Sonic. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Let's go now.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Going right side here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Backing up. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Now let's go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Gets it to Strong. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Let's go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
94 is the mic.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here. Jameis to throw it. Ebron caught left side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And quickly they get to the line. They'll throw again. Winston. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their big-bodied receiver from 13 yards out. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And his kick is right through. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Ready? Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50. Easy.
And they give this time to the tailback. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
4th down, no problem. It's a good piece of power running right here, and a confident decision to go for it. And that's going to get them a 1st and goal.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right.
Here we go now. 3-19. 57 to Mike. Come on. No. Check. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Mike 57.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll make it 3rd down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot. No.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Set. Green. Leopard. Kill. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Detroit! Watch it now, boy! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole is... Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39! Go!
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They'll look to throw here. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
And Boswell's kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Bears, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green